Welcome back to Fence Sim Racing. Today we got F1 2020. I'm just going to do some casual laps while I basically just learn the track, get some muscle memory build up about where everything is. I mean, I'm not really going to be concentrating on braking zones and a perfect race line right now. I do want to discuss things about the channel and my gap between videos and stuff like that. So this is mainly just like a talking video with this race here as a good backdrop for it all. And like F1 2020 is pretty difficult for me. I have a lot of fun with it, but I haven't played it an awful lot. I mean, recently I've tried to push in as much time as I can because it's just it's a good time. But and I really like Formula One in real life. So so I've just recently got into that. I mean, since the pandemic, it's kind of funny. It just like pushed a whole bunch of new things that are related to motorsports into my life. I mean, I've been watching F1 Drive to Survive on Netflix, and just it like really the pandemic just pushed this on my life, and I kind of like it. But anyway, I'm just gonna get going here and see how this goes. I did previously try to shoot a different video here a little earlier, but it just started to get out of hand. I realized I wasn't paying attention to the track at all. What I like about this is just using the DRS and how you got like just more, it seems like more features in Formula One driving than you have in the other driving disciplines that I've tried anyway. I mean, I know there's a lot more to racing than I even know at all, or probably even care to know, honestly. But I love sim racing, and I do think the cars are badass, so I will continue this. I know I talk about it in most videos, but I really want to make a career of just sim racing in general, doing reviews and things like that, which I do have reviews coming. I know I've said that a bunch of times before, but the truth is they're coming. I have to get set up for it, and that is on its way. I just have some things I have to get done before I'll have the room to do it, and then it will happen. All the products I have, I'll do reviews for. Like I have even modifications for some of the products I have. I'm not going to get into major detail right now, but ooh. See, and that is why I need practice. I'll get back on the track here. I turned the ghosts off too, just to kind of keep myself from paying attention to something else. Myself way off the racing line there. Alright. So eventually I'd like to get my wife on for unbiased opinions with reviews, for drive-alongs and stuff like that, and she honestly will give people an honest opinion. Like something that I can't necessarily do because I have biased opinions about certain gear and things like that, and even like brands and stuff. Even though I'm new to sim racing, sort of, I still feel like when you're into something and you're using certain products, you get, I don't know, you get kind of biased towards them if you like them. I do not know the braking zones well in this. I'm not that used to using paddle shifting that much anymore, ever since I got this TH8A shifter. Wow, this part just keeps getting me here. Oh, great. For some reason I really like this series of turns. Just take it so fast. I love engaging DRS though, it's so fun. I definitely need to work on trail braking. I definitely need to work on heel to toe when it comes to manual shift. Or like H pattern shifting. I've been doing it wrong. I've been like switching back to like to left foot braking immediately and then double tapping the brake basically in a sense. And that is not what you want to be doing. Someone pointed it out to me and I was like, oh, yep, I do that. Probably because I just learned how to hit the left foot brake not long ago, like right when I started sim racing. Because I got like CSL pedals and I separated them because I didn't have the clutch pedal, so I figured it'd be kind of nice to like just learn that, force myself to put the left pedal at an or the brake pedal at an awkward distance away from the throttle. That way, like I just wouldn't use it with my right foot. But now that I got these TLCM pedals, man, the braking is so much better. I mean, I'm still very amateur, and I'll never tell anybody that I'm a freaking pro with this stuff. I am not someone you want to take advice from for racing. But, I mean, I'm learning, and I love the journey with it. It's amazing. I have so much to learn, so much practice to do. Generating like some sort of a race pace out of myself with my unrefined skills. There are tracks I know much better than this one, though. This one is just a pain in the ass to me. And I know like I somewhat dramatically downshift for some of these turns and brake too hard and go too slow into them, but man, I really hate spinning out whenever I just don't have the right grip either. It frustrates the shit out of you. I will say that my sim racing experience definitely improved once I got this wheel here, the TSXW. It's amazing. It has a lot of power in comparison to the T300. I mean, I know there are some people who disagree with that, and I think that's ridiculous because it's a lot more. I feel like I've said that in a different video as well. I probably repeat myself a lot, sorry. But then again, I'm sure that some of the people watching this video now probably are not gonna go back and watch all my old ones anyway. The new channel. So. There's more good content to come, I promise. Ooh. Almost did not catch that. I definitely need to work on racecraft still. I'm like just awkward on the track when other cars are on it. That's a big problem I know I have. And I like over-exaggerate all my movements and stuff like that, or I end up just going too fast into a turn, like not paying attention to how they're slowing down when there's like a bunch of cars going into like the first few turns. That's the most difficult part of the race for me. I mean, maybe other people as well, but I hate the beginning of any race. I just cannot get this turn worked out. I know when it's coming. I think that's been the most difficult one for me the whole time. Followed by my favorite turns, so that's weird. I know I could take all these turns way faster than I am, but like, I've had some bad experiences on this track in the beginning. Still now. Yeah, I truly appreciate anybody who is willing to watch this channel as I'm starting out here. I know it could be probably boring. I hope it's not, but like, I really just like making the content, and I just want to keep going. This video is pretty much just intended just to be more informative of what I'm thinking about and what I'm doing with everything. I do plan on continuing to make content. I do plan on trying to make it more consistent. I don't even know why I shift up right there, but I really just want to get better as a racer, and I kind of like I'm a little bit harder on myself ever since I started this too, because people will definitely point out any flaw you have, and then you start criticizing yourself. It doesn't bother me at all to hear it from other people, but whenever you start getting at yourself about it, that's whenever problems will occur with it. Then it's kind of discouraging to keep going like as much, because you just keep wanting to practice, not make videos. You know, that's kind of a problem I've had too. But truthfully, I'm sure some people don't mind at all just watching you use the hardware that you have, honestly. I mean, I know that's what I enjoy, watching other channels that have much better stuff than I have, so I'm just like, yep, I'm gonna watch this. This is awesome. See what it does, see what it's like. And plus, it's kind of nice to see games before before you have them, or before you go out and buy them, to make sure that you really like the content that you're seeing. I know I've been disappointed before. My biggest disappointments were actually two of my favorite games, actually, but they're still disappointing. R-Factor 2, very disappointing to me. The user interface is so freaking horrid that I don't want to play it. But the tire model is very well oriented, so it's just fun to play whenever you do use one of the 3 cars that you want to use. Same with AMS 2. I really like the physics and how it works, but truthfully, it's just lacking so many automobiles that it's annoying. It makes no sense to me. Why do we want to use a bunch of fake cars made by the company that made the game? And that's AMS 2's problem. I don't really care about your developed cars that are based on other models of real cars. I want the real car. We don't do sim racing to completely simulate an alternate reality. I know the developers of AMS 2 are definitely never going to hear this, but I hope they do. Kinda. Get your shit together and start putting some fucking cars in your games. I know I'm probably stretching the length of this video here, but I started to just kind of get lost in the driving. I know I'm not doing great, but it's still fun. I'm really not even paying attention to how fast I'm going, or my lap times and stuff, but certainly fun. I'll try to see if I can get this one at least decent. I mess it up straight off the bat, but we'll see if I can get a better lap time than I got before. Now that I'm like sort of paying attention. Oh shit. So I thought there was DRS in there, but I guess not yet. Mixing that up with something else. There we go. A little better than before. That's in, I didn't drive off the fucking track. There we go. A little more push. When I finally do the race on this track that I've been avoiding in the campaign, I will try to post that. I do want to do actually just more series. I haven't talked about that yet. I forgot. I want to do like series like of just basically me doing different campaigns in different games. This one, maybe some in the Project Cars 2, some of Assetto Corsa, Dirt, Rally 2.0, things like that. Once I get brave enough to start those campaigns, because that's some time dedication right there. But if I do like series videos, I feel like that might actually get people interested in what they particularly like. Because not everybody likes Formula 1, not everybody likes Dirt. Not everybody likes GT cars like Assetto Corsa Competizione. But I definitely need to play that game a lot more. I honestly just can't get used to the handling model because it's so much different than the other games I'm used to. It's good, real good. I'm just not used to it. And every single car is like paddle shifting. There's no stick shift. And that kind of holds me back from it too because I love driving stick shift. Especially ever since I got the Clicks Beetle mod for that thing, man. It's amazing. I don't even know what the length of this video is going to end up being, but I'll post whatever it is. Doesn't matter to me. I'll edit out stupid shit if I feel like it. Probably won't. Whoa. Alright, that'll be a good end. Anyway, yeah. So, basically, that's really what I wanted to talk about there. Like, what's been going on? Yeah, I got a 3-year-old son, got a busy life, so it's really hard for me to get these videos out there, but I'm going to concentrate a lot more on them as I go here. This summer, I'm just going to have to figure it out, iron it out, get my schedule down, and figure out how I'm going to get more content out there, but it's going to happen. And then pretty soon here, before the end of the summer, I shall be able to get my reviews and stuff done on some of this stuff, and then that'll help too, I think, as I know that some people want to see more perspective from somebody else. So I always look for everything. It doesn't matter who's doing the review. I don't care if it's your first video on your channel. If it's something that I want and I need to know about it, I'm going to watch it. I want to know everybody's perspective, not just a few big people's perspective, because they have different perspectives sometimes because they use gear that is way beyond what we could ever afford. That doesn't mean they're wrong about their, insight. It just means that sometimes there's going to be a bias. I'm biased. Like, now that I have this, like with 6 newton meters of torque, I don't want anything less. Anything less is going to be underwhelming to me. So a review that I would do on that might be a little bit rigid, I'd say. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm going to say I'll bring my wife in for things like that, so she can see and feel it and really give an honest review, because she doesn't care as much about that kind of stuff. I've always been, like, when it comes to computer games, I'm all about graphics. When it comes to this stuff, I want more torque. Eventually I need to get direct drive for sure, and I want to try everything. Everything that the sim racing world has to offer, I want to try it. I want different rigs. I want to do rig reviews. I want to do just reviews on different mods, on different software, on the sim games themselves, apps and stuff, whatever it is, doesn't matter. And the content, I'll experiment. We'll put stuff up that is just different until I find something that just really clicks. And I'm not going to stick to one particular groove. I want this channel to kind of be just a generalized sim racing channel that people can come to for just different forms of entertainment. I really definitely need to get more Formula 1 content up for sure, for my own personal gains, in my opinion, because I feel like it's more fun to me to be driving and stuff that you watch in real life. Like, I do watch some Formula 1 stuff and I think it's amazing, and I want to be able to drive it like some of the best drivers that have ever lived. And dirt driving is a completely different experience. And I love watching things like Ken Block and Travis Pastrana and stuff like that whenever they're tearing up shit in their cars. I love that type of stuff. And Tanner Faust with his drifting and things like that. Like, just watching that kind of stuff, it's amazing. So I definitely am into all forms of racing, as far as the different variety, but not all sorts of cars. There are certain cars I just don't really care for. I don't know. I'm not going to get into that right now because that's for another video. But basically, I think that's about it, really. Yeah, I definitely need to work on my trail braking. Need to work on launching the car. I have a problem with that a lot. Need to work on short shifting when I'm coming around corners so I don't spin out in F1 specifically. Yeah, just work on my pace, work on heel toe so I don't do it like kind of erratically and not properly to the point where it ends up slowing me down instead of helping me. Same with everything, just getting on a better racing line all the time, and adapting to other cars on the track. And if they're on the line that you want, I mean, there's more than one way around a curve. You gotta find your way. Yeah, so that's basically it. So I'm gonna close the video out now. I know it's probably pretty long at this point, but thanks for watching. Have a good one.